Hi guys, welcome to Crafting with Lola and Oscar. I have another really beautiful card that I wanted to share with you guys this week, and it is actually a combination of cards. So I'm hoping that you will enjoy this card. It is quite a detailed card, so I kind of put a lot of it together already because I really did not want to have this to be a very long video. So the first die that we're going to be using for the base card is this die that you see here on the screen, and it's called the Gemini Nativity of Light die. The measurements are in the instructions in this die as well. And that's one of the things I did like about this die is that it provides you with the instructions. You'll need two pieces of 6 by 12, and then one of the pieces you would need to just score in half, and that'll be like your base card. And then the other piece, you're going to score it at 3, 6, and 9. And that's as simple as it is. And then you just put your dies however you want to put your dies, and your mats and layers as well. So that's the first die that we're going to use for the inside of the card. Now I want to show you, and hopefully I will be able to do this successfully. Let's just see. And so the next die is going to be, as soon as I can find it, we're going to use this die right here. And this die is called, let's see if I have that right. Oops, no, hold on, y'all. There you go. Okay, and for the outside of the card, we're going to use this Gemini created card die that's called Bethlehem. And that's going to be for the outside of the card. So let me go ahead and show you what we're going to be doing. I'm going to do one or two processes here, but basically I'm going to go ahead and put the card together because, and I'll tell you the things that I did to put it together. Let me show you what I've done so far, what the overall look of the card is actually going to be. And I'm going to zoom out a little bit because now the card is kind of big. So this is going to be the overall of the card, which is absolutely quite beautiful. It was a lot of work, as you can see. It's a number of parts. Again, I need to zoom down. Okay, so here's your 6 by 6 card. Okay, you'll just score that in half, and here's the other 6 by 12 card. Let me get the numbers right. Here are the instructions I was telling you. Okay, 2 6 by 12s. Okay, and then one of these pieces, which will be this piece right here, you're going to score that at 3, 6, and 9. Okay, all right. So, and that's all you need. You'll need your mat and your layers. That's however you ever choose. Now, this is the die that is the Bethlehem die. So we're using this die for that, and then the outside of the card, which again like I said, it was a lot of work, so I wanted to make the videos a little bit shorter by just doing a few processes, but explaining what I've done. And then this is going to be the outside of the card, and we'll have some narrative here. And this is the other die called just called Bethlehem. Yeah. Okay. So you'll need that. Now, what I want to do is also show you. So this will be the inside of your card. This is a part of the die that goes to uh, this. So this comes with two different dies. The inside die, as you can see, the outside, and then the inside is like the little town. So what happens is that this piece goes in the middle like that. Okay. Then we would plop this, and I'm going to tell you all the different things I did to this card. And as you can see, it's quite detailed, and we'll put it together. Finally, put it together. But I just wanted you to get a visual of what the card would actually look like. See if I can hold it up without. I had a little boo boo with the yellow part right there. Sorry about that. But that's the card. As you can see, the little cities on the inside, and then I have some narrative on the outside. So let's talk about the first thing. Well, clearly, this is easy. That's matte and layered. That's not a difficult thing. I want to talk about how I got the wall. What I did was I had a 6x6, just a 6x6 folder, embossing folder that appears to be wood. I used the same folder, as you remember, on this card here. Remember this card here? I use the same one. And I'm still working on that card. But I use the same thing, but I use black paper. Okay? But in this case, I wanted to use white paper because I had all this white up here. So I used the embossing folder and some gilding wax. Okay? And I actually used 3 different gilding waxes. Then I used some of my tri-blends here. And then because there had the little hole in it, I wanted to make it look like there was lights in it. I just took some yellow paper, as you can see, and put it on the back and covered up the holes. I want to show you how I kind of use the gilding wax on this. And I'll put this to the side. Try not to make too much of a mess. Okay, so we have 3 different gilding wax. I use all 3. You have the Renaissance, the Empire Gold, and then the Antique Gold. Okay. And with gilding wax, we always say you want to, less is best. So I think I went in first with probably like the Empire Gold. I just put a little bit on my finger and just rubbed it over. Then I put in some of the antique, what is that? The Antique Gold to make it look a little bit more wood. And then I put in a little dark, very, very little of the dark over. So that's what I use for the brick wall. Okay. Oh, these 3 different gilding waxes right here. Okay. And I used, again, this 6x6 embossing folder from Crafter's Companion. And they don't have the, what's the Gemini? What's the Gemini embossing folder, but it doesn't have the name. But it's just brick wall. And that's probably really what it's called. It's called brick wall. So that's what we did for the brick wall. Okay. For the inside of the card, what I did is I used some of my tri-blend pencils and tri-blend pens. I should say my tri-blend pens to do some coloring there. Now, what I did, because this was honestly, it was a little flimsy. What I did was I cut it out twice and I glued it on top to give it a little strength, and then I colored the top part. Okay. Alrighty, and then let's see. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, so now let's just basically put this card together. Now, I'm hoping that everything goes well because let me turn it so I know what I'm doing first, okay? Alright, so the best thing to do is, what I've done is I put some double-sided tape. Okay, now I can work upside down. Okay, so I put some double-sided tape on one of these ends, and I'm going to tape down one side first. If you have any questions, remember you can always shoot me an email at Crafting with Lola and Oscar on the YouTube channel. You can also send me a email, at my regular email address as well. But right now you're looking at Crafting with Lola and Oscar. YouTube channel. I'm sorry. Lately, I've been very, I don't want to say lax, but difficult getting meeting that Friday goal to put up a video, and I'm so sorry about that because I was busy doing the travel vlogs, but I've got all those done now. So hopefully I should be able to get those cards up to you as soon as possible. I mean, get the videos up to you at a, more consistently is what I'm trying to say. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put down one side first. Okay. And I'm going to do it so I can see it. I want you to see it, but I'm going to line it up. And again, I'm just using double-sided tape. Now, I don't know. I just think that's best than the glue because I want to go. Now that I've got this one side already glued down, I'm going to go ahead and put in my middle section so I can line it up to where you'll be able to see it all the way through. Okay, but I don't want to be able to see the sky either. So let's see. So I'm going to turn it so I know where to actually put the little brick wall and the trees and carrying ons. All right, let me zoom in a little bit more, maybe. Yeah, there we go. All right. And I have double-sided tape on this as well. I think I do. Oh, no, I haven't put anything on this yet. I might put glue because I may have to move it around. And with the double-sided tape, see, I won't be able to move it. All right, so I think maybe I should bring it all the way down to the bottom. Go. And once it's extended out. All right, let's see. Let me get some double-sided tape and or some glue. I think I'm gonna get glue. Okay, so before I'm gonna put this down, I'm gonna go ahead and lay this, and I've already scored this, so it'll sit nice and tight. It was about how far do I need to bring it up or down, and that was my main concern about that. But I think I got it now. And so we're gonna use some we're gonna use some glue. In case I do need to move it a little bit, I'm gonna use some glue. Alright. And I'm not gonna put it too far to the end because I don't want it to mess up my paper. Put a little bit on the trees. Flip it over. Woo. Now I'm not gonna put it in the middle. I don't want it on my crease because I'm afraid something may go wrong there. Let's see. Thank you to all those who are subscribing to the channel. Please continue to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you for the new people. I see that the numbers are still growing, and I really appreciate that. All right, so I'm going to put this just below, or just before I get to the little white edge of the card. And I'm hoping, look about right there. Fold it down. Now I could always, in here, take some foam, which I'm thinking about kind of doing to give it even more give it even more dimension. But my concern is that when I go to fold it up, it may not fit really good in the envelope if I were to mail this to someone. So there we are. I'm gonna turn this around, make sure I can see it. So if I were looking at it straight ahead, can I see the little trees? Guess I could have cut this a little bit more. Excuse me. I think that's it. All right, so I could have maybe. Well, that's okay. I could have actually cut this maybe a little bit more, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. All right, so let's go ahead and put down the other side of the card. Again, I just have it with double-sided tape. If you like any of the cards that you see me making, you can reach out to me. I'll help you and talk to you. And if you want to try and make the same cards or whatever, you want to know what I did or how I did it, all you got to do is leave a comment in the section. You know, in the on the page. You just leave me a comment, or you can email me at where. Let me see. I think I have my email address on here somewhere. But I'm afraid of messing up this thing. You know, I still don't have this switcher thing down. So look, Daniel's Lola 35 yahoo.com. If you want to directly email me, or you can just leave a comment when you watch the video, and then I'll reach and then ask me there, and I'll reach back out to you. Okay. All right. So there we are. So if we fold it up, that's the card, nice and taut. There we go. How pretty is that? See if I can set it up, and then you can see inside. All right, so the last couple of things I have, I have these beautiful little scriptures. I didn't want it to be too overpowering. One says, "Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord," and that's Psalms 33:12. A cute little stamp that I have. I'm going to go ahead and put that on. I'm going to use glue again because I want to. If I need to manipulate it, move it around a little bit, I can. And let me turn this again to the way I want it. I think I want. Now, I want to put. I think I'll put this one here. All right, so I think it's about in the middle. There we go. And then we'll put the other one. Now, this other one, I didn't seem to have a die that would fit it, so it's a little awkward. So I actually, which is kind of fun, so it's not like square. And you'll see how I'm going to put it on the paper. But I'm definitely have to pay attention to this one. This one says, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." John 14:6. Okay, and then this one's going to go at a somewhat of a angle like that. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Now, I haven't put the star on permanently, so I guess I could put the little star on now. Again, I'm going to use glue. And as much as I want to use foam, I'm not going to use the foam because, again, if I want to mail this, the foam may get in the way. Now, I made a couple of boo-boos on this card. I'm a little disappointed that they're not recoverable, so to speak. I don't think I'm going to be able to fix them. But, okay, so there we are. A couple of things is I wanted to go around the edges. I hope you guys like that. I hope you see. I wanted to go around the edges and like it was like a hue, a light, and something went very wrong right here. So I haven't quite figured out how I can recover this, how I can fix this. And I might have to end up. I'm not too sure how to fix that problem. But that is the inside of the card. Inside of the card. Again, using the Gemini Nativity of Lights die. And this is, again, the instructions come inside as far as what size pieces of paper you need. And then now let's take a look at the outside of the card. What did I do for the outside? And this is where I use this die here. Okay, where I use this die, which is the Gemini and it's just called Bethlehem. Yeah, it's just one whole piece, And then what I did here was I just did some matte layering, put it up at the top because initially I kind of had it in the middle, but all this was like, no, I really want this because I want the sky thing going, so it really would match the inside of the card. So then it was like, well, what do I do with all this? So I had another beautiful Christian die that says Alpha and Omega. And he is Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. All right. Yes, he is. So instead of, I could have put it just kind of like that, you know, plain square. Then I thought about moving it like this. But now that I'm really looking at it, I think I am just going to square it off onto the front of the card. Again, this is for the front of the card. All right. And I put this, actually what I did was I put a little bit of foam on this. And we'll just put this on the back. And again, I'm going to go ahead and use glue. Now, I'll tell you one thing I found to be very challenging with some of these dies that are centerpiece dies like this is that when you cut it, it comes with a frame. And what I mean, I'm going to show you in a minute. These dies come with a frame. And then this is the die. And it cuts out. But many times the edges aren't always even. And I had a time trying to center this, you know, around everything so it wouldn't look like one side was, you know, bigger than the other. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put this down. And hopefully I can get it in the middle. It's pretty even. I might have to hold it up, y'all. You know I can't see too good. Put it over a little bit. All right. So that is the front, what will be the front of the card. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put some glue on that. Might could have used a little bit more glue. And again, don't ever go all the way to the edge because once you start smoothing your card down, the glue moves. And once that glue moves, if it goes past here, you know, here, hypothetically, it gets on your card and it can mess your whole card up, which can be, and who hasn't done that before, right? All right, so we have that there. Okay. And here's our card. Boom. And I'm going to turn it around, make sure I do it right. Now, I think when I did this, I have just a little bit of white on the edge. Just a little bit of a border around this card. If I'm correct, yeah, I did. Just a little bit. Very, very little. Okay, I think I got it actually. First, let's see. There we are. There you have it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this card. Again, if you have any questions, you want to know how I made it, all the different stuff, I've just gone over it generally. As you can see, it takes a while. A lot of detail went into making this card, but it's quite beautiful. I really, really like it, and I hope you like it as well. You guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to put my information up there. Again, thank you for watching. God bless you guys. Again, Crafting with Lola and Oscar. Please go out to the channel and subscribe. And you guys have a great, great, great week. Alrighty. Have a good week. Let's see, what I need to put something else up there, huh? Oh yeah, there we go. Take care. Bye-bye, guys.